Okay, you guys, don't forget to vote, please. Had to stick that one in there. I'm going to show you 3 very simple projects. I'm not going to go step-by-step description this time, so I apologize. They're not that difficult. Hopefully you can take a decent look at it. Usually we just draw it out on paper and kind of get an idea, and then we start putting together, find little mistakes and fix our little mistakes and go from there. I'm not a woodworker, nothing like that, but I've been known to do a little bit of rough work like this. Most of it is very rough. None of it is finished work, nothing like that. Okay. The first one is a bench, like a picnic bench. We have 3 of them. This is the first one I put together. The gentleman helped me. You'll see him underneath the bench tightening things down. He works with me, and he helped me put it together. He did most of the sanding, like 99% of the sanding, and he did the clear coat on there. This particular time I didn't sand between coats. It's not like something going inside like my computer. That's where I used the MinWax clear coat polyurethane, which I really like, and it holds up pretty good. I don't know how well it's going to hold up outside, but I know it's going to be easy enough to sand and put a couple of coats on there later on if necessary. So I'm happy with that. I was very unhappy with the wood I bought from Lowe's because it says pressure treated, and the second rain hit it, it bowled and cracked on me, some of them. So I will only be able to make 2 benches right now. I have to go back to Lowe's and get some more wood to make the 3rd one. So I was not happy about that. Their pressure treating, it's a joke. On this particular stock I got, and they were very heavy. They were not light, so I was okay. We got great pressure treating. No, we didn't. We had them outside for a while, for days, so they should have been dry. I didn't think I would have a problem leaving them outside when it rained one day. This pressure treated, problem. Either way, we got our first one together. It doesn't look great, but you can at least get an idea, example, what's going on. People are happy with it, so. And I didn't like the paint. The paint make the wood, especially green paint, make the wood look like old and funky and dusty and dirty. With the clear coat, it should be a little bit nicer looking. You might be more inclined not to necessarily use tabletop cloth or something like that. Okay, 96 inches of the planks, 2x10s, which they're a little smaller dimensional once you finally get the finished product. Most of you guys know that. 8 feet long, 96 inches, 64 inches between the bolts for the feet, and then there's one bolt that's square in the middle where it has like a bar to hold them from going in and out, like a folding table, but this one doesn't fold. It's just a bar. So did the 64 inches, measured 16 from the outside, laid them down upside down, drilled the holes. Everything pretty much worked out. I was very happy with it. I'm happy we got it in the first shot. We didn't ruin any of the material, try to get things done. You guys will pretty much see that. We got one chair to put on, but the rest of the bench is pretty much built. At least 3 coats on top, 1 coat on the bottom. I probably should have put more. I'll consider putting more in a bit when I get it out. Might stand it up and do all that. But for the meantime, I'll also show you a shelf, which I did with MinWax 4 years ago. Everybody writes on it, leans on it, and the thing looks almost new. The 3rd one is a bench I built yesterday. Just happened to be there was like a computer desk there with drawers on one side. It was very heavy, kind of bulky, and it just happened to be the catch-all. So we got rid of it, got some cubbies, made a bench, try to make things a little bit neat and sharp, more space, more room, more efficient, stuff like that. You guys can do projects like this. You see them all over YouTube. You'll see mine. There is nothing really fancy about it. You kind of get an idea of the construction just looking at it. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and don't forget to vote. Okay, you guys, this one's actually for my employer. They were painted green. They look pretty shoddy. We got some new boards. We sanded them down. Winds up the treatment for it was very poor, more like it was sprayed on than soaked in, despite the boards being heavy, because the water hit it once and they warped on me, they cracked, they bowed on me, and I wasn't very happy. So we're trying to choose the best ones for the project. This one is still wet, so we got to put that on there. We'll put a 3rd coat on there when we get up to there. Got to fix this corner here. It's a little bit not aligned right, so we'll get to that. Even though the lines look correct, it's not quite correct, but we'll get to that. A little bit of trouble. I remember the number 64 inches from this bolt here to that bolt there. I did that, minus 18, turned out to be 32, so it'd be 16 on each side, but it was still a little bit off after we did it. Basically, when we did the center bolt, we lined up everything, and we kept it about 13 inches or so on each side where the bolts go out. At least that's what it's supposed to be. Well, that's the edge. Let me get a measuring tape and measure that. I want to see what it is, because it should be about 16 inches, if I'm correct. Let's see if I'm correct over here. I'm doing this with my iPhone, so I apologize for all the movement and all that. Almost 16 inches, so that's correct. 64 inches from bolt to bolt, about 16 inches on each side, 96 inches each plank. Okay, this is 2x10s, I believe. Alright, and we still got 2 more to do. We get time. It's all about time over here. We always restrained on time, but we do the best we can. And show you the other planks that we already sanded. You can see where I was using some sand, a 120 grit, try to get semi-smooth finish where people don't get splinters, nothing like that. Then we use the MinWax clear coat. There is the rest of the planks. And I was very upset. Rain hit it one time and he started to bow and crack on me, which means the water treatment, the pressure treating on here is a joke. These came from Lowe's. When I bought my fencing, I actually bought it from Home Depot, and it's a better product. So I'm glad I did that. I guess the clear coat polyurethane we're using works very good. I've used it on my computer desk, which I build. I've used it on this project here, and I've used it on several other projects. I have a little shelf inside that I built for the office. Everybody leans on it, writes on it, and that thing's been there for 4 years and looks brand new. Post the video, I'll show you that shelf. There's the shelf, 4 years old. Okay, you guys, please excuse the mess. This is an actual working shop. I actually made this table because those sticks right there, they were all over the place. You could never really walk in this area, and it wasn't cool. So it took me a few hours, the 1x3s, anchored the back parts of the wall, left the front part freestanding, put a couple of shelves in there, we're good to go. This one here, I just built yesterday, even though I'm working on that table today. I built this yesterday because we had a like a dresser drawer. You put an office chair, similar to a computer table, some drawers on it on one side, and it was just taking up a lot of space, and we had drawers there, so we used these plastic bins as cubbies kind of to put our material in. That's just another project I work on. I worked on a lot of projects on this place. You see that diagonal support in the back there? Without that, the bench is not satisfactory. Okay, it'll kind of move on you. You don't want that. You want to have some kind of horizontal support. Okay? Right there.